We're going to talk about is stress. Stress is a lifestyle factor. Has anyone here ever suffered from stress before? Okay, I see a few of you have. It is quite a common thing to happen nowadays. It's not a thing to be ashamed of. It can be reduced by physical activity, and we're going to get into that in a minute. Okay. Stress. The actual definition for it is a way the body reacts to bad situations that could affect your health. This could be from bad situations at home, illness, work, anywhere. It's where any strain is put on your body and your body reacts in a way so that it doesn't affect your health, but it affects you mentally still. It could lead to depression, anxiety, and quite a few other things. As you can see there, he is suffering from stress. His body is trying to calm him down, but his mind isn't letting him. It's not good for your health, and it's making your body overwork quite a bit just to stay calm. Okay. 56% of all mental illnesses in the UK are caused by stress. It could be reduced if people did things like physical activity to keep them unstressed, to keep everything better for them, to take their stress out. If they did boxing, instead of their body having to take it out on itself, it's putting a lot more strain on the muscles like the brain, the heart, and possibly the liver. If they start drinking, it could have cause effects like that, and also your diets. It's not good for your health. It's destroying your body's systems. Okay, causes. Now, anybody want to name any causes of health? Stress. Sorry. Okay. Well, the causes I've got are family, bills, drugs, pregnancy, work, and illness. Okay. Now, in a survey, these were the main causes that came up. And what was actually said was family causes 17% of stress, 9% illness, 8% diet, 11% pregnancy, and drugs are 8%. Okay, so let's talk about these one by one. Family. That can cause quite a bit of stress. Anyone here been stressed out by their family? Okay, well, if you ever have been, it's putting a bad effect on your body. You just need to take a breather, don't go to have a drink, you just need to calm down. There's no point making your body work overtime. It's destroying your heart, it's making that work overtime, and all your body's muscles, etc. Okay, next one is drugs. By taking drugs when you're stressed, you're actually causing your body illnesses in so many ways. It's destroying your immune systems, your kidneys. Don't take drugs. It's not good for your body. There are so many alternatives which are healthy. Like you could do physical activity, you could see a doctor, you could talk about it, but people get stressed a lot due to this. Also, is pregnancy, which is a very stressful time. This is another one of the main causes of stress, and you can understand why. It's going to cause stress because the extra strain on the body working for the baby as well as your own, the planning for it. Next is work. Work can be very stressful when it gets out of hand, meaning your diet goes, your whole body goes. Causes quite a lot of stress. And illness, that's another big one. Like your family member could get ill, you could be ill yourself, making you worry more about certain things where you don't even worry about normally. You just need to calm down and think about the effects. Okay, now does anybody know any of the effects stress has on the body? Okay, well it can actually be quite severe and traumatic in cases. Okay, I'm going to talk about the ones I found, the most patent, which are you can cause yourself to be ill, like vomiting in the toilet, that sort of thing. This is an effect of stress. It's not good for your health. You're making your diet work overtime, your body work overtime. It could cause anorexia. As we spoke about earlier, your diet needs to be healthy so you can complete physical activities, so you're less likely to pass out. And stress is not helping your body if it's causing you to do things like that. It's actually putting you in a very dangerous situation. Next this is a very drastic one, but suicide. Does anyone know the stats of the people that have suicide due to stress? For any reason? Okay, no, well it's actually 28% of all suicides are due to stress. Well, that's assumed. We can't exactly ask a dead person, but that's what the stats suggest from surveys about people that would. Now, obviously, the suicide effect on health, let me explain it, is, well, your thoughts of it up to it, it'll be depressing you, it'll be putting more anxiety on your brain, it'll be causing you to be more stressed out. It's not a good way to go. It's better to cut the causes, to concentrate on other things, and to look after your body. The next one is self-harm. This is an effect of stress. People get stressed, they take it out on their body thinking they're relieving themselves. It's actually not. It's damaging their body's internals. It's making them bleed. It's loss of blood. It's not good for you. People think it's just a quick fix to cut yourself and they think it's cool. Well, it's really not. It's damaging your body. It's destroying your health. You should really be looking after yourself. There are other alternatives than to cut yourself. The next one is depression. As you can see, the man looks depressed. Stress causes about 56%. Yeah. Stress causes 56% of mental illnesses in the UK. That could be anything from anxiety to depression, being the main two, and a lot of others. When you're depressed, you do a lot of things. Your diet goes, you drink alcohol, it destroys your body. It can cause liver cirrhosis and all the other things I've talked about already. It's not a healthy thing to be doing. If you're under stress, there's a lot of things, but depression, it's one of the worst. I mean, it's not suicide, it's not making yourself sick, but it's destroying your bodies in many other ways. It's a lot better to work it out in different ways. It doesn't destroy your health. Okay, the last one is alcohol. Now, we've talked about alcohol in great detail, but this is one of the main causes of it. Alcohol has an awful effect on your body, which could be binge drinking, liver cirrhosis, strokes, heart disease, lots of things. You don't want to start drinking alcohol as a fallout from stress. If you're going to be stressed, there's ways of relieving it, like seeing your doctor, being on medication. A lot of people think that is losing, but it's not. It's a lot worse to do any of the other things that I've mentioned that people do actually do. It's better to do that or do physical activity to keep your body nice and healthy and not put your life at risk by making decisions like that. Okay, another thing I'd like to mention is the later effects of it. Stress is not just the current effects, but in later life it can decrease your lifespan by causing extra illness, extra strain on the body. It makes your whole body a lot weaker, less immune. It will definitely hurt you a lot. It could reduce your lifespan, cause coronary heart disease, any heart disease for that matter. It's not good. It's better to avoid any stress. And the stress I'm talking about is not just getting a little stressed over exam results. It's actually persistently high levels of stress caused by any of the reasons I mentioned. It doesn't have to be any one in particular. It could be something else completely. But it destroys your body's systems, puts a lot of pressure on the brain, thinking things through. The heart, the arteries could widen or narrow depending on how the stress affects you. As I said, this destroys your health, ruins your chances of living a normal lifestyle, could make you disabled, a lot of things. That's why stress must be avoided. I know sometimes it's impossible, but it's always a better idea, and there are always alternatives in destroying your health. Especially as when you're getting older, you'll definitely feel the effects of it. Okay, thank you for listening. Any questions, please come and see me. We will talk about later years in a moment.